Amelia, I just want to check something. Your father's company was taken over by my son, wasn't it? Why are you asking about that out of the blue? My father is still the president of the company. Please don't say crazy things. So, does that mean you're the next president? Well, that's fine anyway. Huh? Please stop talking nonsense. Who told you that information? I visited your house yesterday to see my son. That's when I heard about it. You visited our house? Are you telling me that you went in without permission? If you're coming, you should have told me in advance. My son was home since it was his day off, so it doesn't matter. You're just being paranoid, aren't you? I was working. Don't you dare to talk back to me. I have a very serious question. Did my husband say that he was going to be the president of my father's company? No, he didn't. We found a note in your working space. I can't believe you went into my working space without permission. Did you ransack the house? Of course not. Do you think I'm some sort of thief? We're family, so it's normal to enter each other's houses without permission. Please don't do that. Even though we are family, it's an invasion of privacy. That's not important right now. What's more important is what the note said. I saw that it said the next president will come from my heir. It must be my son, Warlock, am I right? I just made a note on the phone conversation I had with my father. It's confidential outside the company. Even though you are my mother-in-law, I can't tell you any more than that. I need to know everything related to that. Warlock is one of my family members who works for the company. He's on the list of candidates for the next president, isn't he? I have to hear at least that much. As I just told you, I can't talk to you because you are an outsider. I really can't. Well, by how you say it, I can tell that Warlock will be the next company president. Isn't that right? Please stop prying. I can't tell you anything about that. There are 4 of my relatives working in the company, including you and Warlock. Then it's obvious that my son will be the next president, isn't it? Can we stop talking about this? I can't divulge any information. No, we need to continue talking. You don't have any male siblings, do you? I have 2 younger sisters, for your information. It's impossible for a woman to take over the company. That means the only male heir is Warlock. Please stop speculating and saying strange things. I can't tell you anything, no matter what. From that reaction, it seems that I was right about most of the things. I'm glad to hear that. Please give me a break. If you don't have any other business, can we end our conversation here? Maybe I should ask Warlock for an overseas trip next time. I want to go to Italy again. It seems that you don't want to listen to what I say. If it happens, I might as well carry out that plan. Yeah, let's do that. What are you talking about? Don't worry about it now. See you later. My name is Amelia. I'm 35 years old and currently working for a major company owned by my father. 5 years ago, I met and married Warlock, who is the same age as me. He is unreliable and somewhat dangerous, but I thought he was cute just the way he was. I still feel the same way even now. However, I always have a hard time dealing with my mother-in-law. Today, while I was at work, she entered the house without permission, even though she had my husband's permission, and even ransacked my room. I tried to warn her, but she wouldn't listen to me. However, I later regretted that I had underestimated Fanny, my mother-in-law. I'm sorry to inform you, but I've filed for your divorce. What? Was that really necessary after all this time? Besides, your husband passed away last year. So shouldn't you have filed the marriage termination papers at that time? What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous. I'm grateful to my husband for leaving me a lot of inheritance. There's no way I'm terminating that now. Wait a minute. Then whose divorce papers did you file? You and Warlock. It's obvious, right? Huh? Why? Since Warlock has become the president of the company, I don't need you anymore. I want you to proceed with the divorce. What on earth are you talking about? I don't know where to begin. You have a harsh personality, and to be honest, I didn't like you. But I put up with it because you're the president's daughter. I'm glad that I can finally let that go now. I knew that you didn't like me, but you're being too arrogant, you know. Shut up! All I want is my son. Even this house belongs to us, mother and son, from today. I've always dreamed of living together with my son. No way. We've just completed our move into the high-rise where you and Warlock live. I'm a fast worker, aren't I? You're so selfish. This house is in Warlock's name, right? Then it shouldn't be strange for his mother to live together. Do you have a problem with that? As you know, I live here too. What were you thinking? Moving out without consulting me? I mean, you're already divorced from Warlock, so it's time for you to move out. I don't think having a discussion in advance with you is necessary. Fanny, please listen. Have you heard about the crime of forging documents? What is that? Do you mean it's a crime to write something without permission? That's right. It's against the law to make a divorce decree without the permission of the persons concerned. If you contact the authorities immediately, it is possible to revoke it. But I went there together with Warlock, so I have his permission. Seriously? He's been thinking about divorcing you for a long time. I wonder why you didn't notice. Gosh, that's unbelievable. Knowing how Warlock feels, are you still going to keep saying that you don't want to divorce him? You're pathetic. I don't know what to do. You have no choice anyway. Warlock and you are strangers now. I've sent your stuff to your parents' house, so don't worry. I can't believe you did this while I was working. This is just too much to bear. I don't like your personality, but in case you don't know, I'm grateful to you, okay? Thanks for being a stepping stone for my son to become the company's president. I'm sincerely indebted to you. Anyway, I'll discuss this with Warlock once. There's a lot of confusion here. You can talk it over, but don't come back to the high-rise, okay? I won't forgive you if you do something annoying like that. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'll call Warlock over to the cafe and we'll talk. Oh well, why don't you do whatever you want? See ya! It's been a week since your divorce. I know you're not over it. I just want you to stop obsessing over Warlock. Don't worry. I'm already over it. We talked about it, and I didn't go to the authorities to cancel the divorce. You're lying. Every day, Warlock says that he's going to see you. It's true that he comes to my parents' house every day. I knew it. You're going around calling your ex-husband and trying to get him to cancel the divorce. Can you explain the current situation to me? I think you misunderstood. Your son is begging me not to divorce him. I don't think so. Warlock wanted a divorce. I don't see a single reason why he's going to your parents' house. Stop taking advantage of my son for your own good. You know what? Stop running off on your own without knowing what's going on. How rude! Warlock said that he wants to divorce you. Also, it's a fact that he's going to be the company's president. I know everything. I wonder why you said that. As a matter of fact, Warlock won't be the president of our company. That can't be true. I saw the note you left with my own eyes. Instead of taking over the company, he's unemployed now. What are you talking about? That's impossible. Think about it carefully. In the days before the divorce, you entered our house several times without permission. Each time you came to our house, Warlock was there, wasn't he? Don't you think it's strange? Which part of that was strange? My son just happened to take a day off from work when I visited him. Our company is closed on Saturdays, Sundays, national holidays, New Year's, and summer holidays. We are on business during weekdays, and yet Warlock was home. What? I don't understand. Moreover, don't you think it's strange that he hasn't been going to work every day these days? I think he was just using his paid leaves. I mean, he's the company's president, so he doesn't have to come to the office, right? You're wrong. Even if he were the company's president, it's impossible for him to take day off so often on weekdays, even if he uses his paid leaves. Wait a minute. I'm getting more confused. Let me explain it to you step by step. Please listen carefully. First of all, Warlock was fired from our company 6 months ago. What? Why? He was a habitual slacker. He skipped work whenever he found time and didn't do a very good job at all. Our company can't keep a lazy person as an employee. Anyone would take a little time off to relax. Are you telling me that the company doesn't allow the employees to take a break? In Warlock's case, it went too far. It wasn't even in the category of taking a break. He said that he went to visit a client, but he ended up gambling at a casino. Because of that, he once forgot to visit an important client. No way! There's no way my son would do such a thing! I know he was unreliable and not serious about his work to begin with. I used to go together with him when I was in the same sales department. Really? But 6 months ago, I had to leave the sales department. That's when his slacking off habit worsened. Then that means you're the cause too, right? Of course not. Warlock is already 35 years old. I think it's normal for him to do his job on his own. No, I don't think you should leave him by himself, knowing that he can't do his job without help. You were his wife, weren't you? I've been appointed as an executive director, so there's no way I can follow up on the work of the sales department. What did you say? I was appointed as an executive director. Before that, I was the head of the sales department. My father nominated me for the position, so I was promoted. You didn't hear about this? No, I didn't. By any chance, are you the company's next president? I've told you many times, but I couldn't go into details because it's a company secret. But an executive director is a pretty important position. Don't you think so? I can't tell you anything about it. I'll leave that to your imagination. Then why didn't you tell me about that at an early stage? I didn't think it was a good idea to tell you that your son is unemployed if he didn't tell you. Then at least tell him that you've become the executive director. I'm your mother-in-law. I thought you hate me. That's why I didn't tell you, because I knew that you wouldn't be interested in me. I can't believe this is really happening. Warlock is unemployed and you're one of the board members? I'm speechless. I've warned Warlock many times not to slack off. I've also given him proper guidance and training. But there was no room for improvement with him. So we had no choice but to have him quit the company. Please understand. But why did he accept my offer of divorcing you when he was in such a state? It turns out that what he wanted was the high-rise where we lived, and his father's inheritance. My husband's inheritance? He thought that he was going to have the high-rise as part of his share of the property, and if he lives there with you, he'll also benefit from his father's inheritance. With those, he was thinking that he'll have no trouble making ends meet after the divorce. So that's why he accepted my proposal so easily, even though he was unemployed? How foolish of him. However, after discussing the matter with me, various miscalculations and misunderstandings came to light. Then, he told me that he doesn't want a divorce. I didn't know that. What did you tell Warlock when you asked him to divorce me? I just told him that he should leave you because of your harsh personality. Why did you ask that? Did you talk to him about who's gonna be the next president? Warlock agreed to the divorce before I could even talk about that. That's why I told him about your misunderstanding. That's when he realized that he was relying on me financially since he was unemployed, and finally started to get impatient. But was that enough to make him impatient? We still have a house, so it's not like that he's suddenly going to be in trouble. That's strange. You must have some kind of a plan, don't you? As for the high-rise, I bought it in one lump sum before I got married. Unfortunately, Warlock can't live in it because it's not subject to property division. Didn't you buy that after you got married? I thought the two of you went to a real estate agent to look for a new house while you were engaged. We did think about a new house, but my house is quite spacious, and we decided it would be a shame to let it go. So you and my son continued to live there? That's right. And then, when Warlock finally understood that if we're divorced, he would be homeless and jobless, he thought that it would be a bad idea to move on with the divorce under the current circumstances. So he is now begging me to cancel the divorce. After all, he's going to be kicked out of the high-rise. I can't believe I misunderstood everything. Oh my God. Sorry to hear that. I apologize for being selfish. Please don't divorce Warlock. It's too late, Fanny. You and your son are really just like each other. I can't believe I can't even live in that high-rise, and my son is jobless. Thank you so much for supporting Warlock until this day. I really hope that you'll continue to do the same. Don't make me laugh. Even though you've apologized to me, things won't change. You knew Warlock's personality before you married him. You wanted to support him, right? I thought he was cute at first because he was unreliable and a bit of a mess. I'm the eldest daughter, so I have a caring personality. Then you should continue to love him. And me too. Why do you expect me to take care of you and Warlock after what you've done to me? That's impossible, of course. I've sold my house since I thought I was going to live in the high-rise. What am I supposed to do now? You got a lot of inheritance from your husband, right? Besides, you're a pensioner, so why don't you do your best to make ends meet? I can't do that. That's why I moved out. You should have guessed. Are you kidding me? Did you spend all of your husband's inheritance? Well, something like that. Well, you said before that you wanted to go back to Italy again, but looks like you've been traveling overseas so much that you've run out of money. I was just so happy because I suddenly got a lot of money. I went on a cross-country tour of Europe and also a gourmet tour of Korea. Before I knew it, my balance turned to zero. So please, don't give up on me. Give me a break. On top of that, I even got a bill for the property tax on my house. I thought it was impossible to live on my pension alone. That's when I found out that Warlock might take over your father's company. Strictly speaking, that was your own mistake. Isn't that what you deserved? Don't say that. It was a ray of light for me. That's why I was going to make him divorce you and keep his earnings to myself. I never thought this would happen. If you had consulted me in the first place, I would have helped you a lot. Looks like you never listened to anyone. Then help me now. I don't want to do that. I'm not sure I'm ready to forgive you after what you've done to me. So, you don't even love my son anymore? My feelings have completely cooled off after this incident. I wonder if someone's feelings can change that easily. Warlock said he felt inferior and desperate because his wife had got a promotion and he was unemployed. But that doesn't mean I can go back with someone who can decide on divorce so easily. But you said you have a caring nature, didn't you? Why don't you take care of me and my son as your hobby? It will be fun. Please don't say anything without thinking in advance. It's not the same as taking care of someone you love. Oh no! Then what should I do? Please think about that on your own. As for the high-rise, we are preparing to sell it, so please leave as soon as possible. Please take care of your own son from now on. Don't abandon us! Help us! You are our only hope, Amelia! After that, I also proceeded with the sale of the high-rise and got rid of my mother-in-law and ex-husband. The last time I saw my mother-in-law and ex-husband, they were crying like babies. How embarrassing. My ex-husband was coming to my parents' house every day, so I warned him that if he came again, I would report him to the police. As a result, he got scared and stopped doing that. And then time passed. I was nominated by my father to be the next president of the company. And now, I'm working hard every day so that I can manage the company properly. My days are so busy that I have a newfound respect for my father. I have not been in contact with my mother-in-law and my ex-husband since then. Rumor has it that my ex-husband has not been able to find a new job. He kept changing his job since he's not capable to work at the same place for a long term. The property division that I gave him as a last mercy seems to have been used up immediately. Now they are living in poverty with only my mother-in-law's small pension. I tried to do everything I could, but it can't be helped. I feel bad about the way we parted, but from now on, I will forget about those two and try to do my best for the company and my own happiness.
Mila, it's been a while. I have a favor to ask. Do you have a moment? Eleanor, what's wrong? Is there a problem? Actually, I need to talk about money. We're really struggling and desperately need help. Money? Why are you coming to me for that? I heard you are financially stable, so I thought you might be able to help us. Please, we're begging you. But why are you in such a tough spot? Is there a special reason? The truth is, we can't make ends meet. The cost of living and the kids' tuition are skyrocketing. We're at a limit. That's tough. But why is it costing so much? Are you budgeting carefully? We're trying to budget, but with many kids, expenses just pile up. And then there are unexpected costs too. But if you knew you had many kids, shouldn't you manage your finances better? I know, but in reality, there are things we just can't control. That's why I hoped you could help a little. But I live abroad. I don't see your daily life, so I don't even know how much you need. If I give a specific amount, it would be quite a sum. Could you lend us about $5,000? $5,000? That's a lot of money. Why do you need so much? With food, living expenses and recent medical bills, we're really in trouble. Mila, you can afford this much, can't you? Isn't that a bit unreasonable? I can't just lend out such a large sum easily. Don't say it's unreasonable. You have the means. Can't you help us out a little? I understand that you're in a tough spot, but lending such a large amount isn't easy. So, you're just going to abandon our family? Living comfortably abroad while ignoring your family? I didn't say that, but you should consider better budgeting. We're trying to budget, but we still can't keep up. That's why we're asking you. I want to help, but it's irresponsible to lend money recklessly. So what are we supposed to do? Are you telling us to just watch our family go homeless? That's not what I'm saying, but I think you also need to make an effort to find a solution yourself. So you're not going to help us after all? I'm disappointed in you, Mila. I thought you cared about family, but you're so cold. It's not like that. Have you talked to Logan about this? I know it's sudden, and I'm sorry for the trouble. It's an unexpected situation, and we're having a hard time adjusting. I understand. What about your father's funeral? Do you think you won't make it in time? I don't think so. I'm really sorry, but I might not make it to the funeral. The plane tickets were hard to get on such short notice. It looks like I won't be able to return today or tomorrow. The day after tomorrow is the best I can do. Don't worry about it. We'll handle everything for the funeral. We'll have Logan take care of it. Yes, I'll leave it to my brother. I'm sorry, I can't help as the eldest daughter. No, Mila. Please don't worry about it. In fact, it's perfectly fine if you leave it all to us. It's a hassle for you to come back, so you don't have to go that far. No, I would feel too guilty. It's not just the funeral. There's the inheritance in the house to take care of too. It's really okay. We'll handle everything here. In fact, we'll take care of the inheritance process as well, so don't worry. What? You say it so easily. Huh? Do you want a share of the inheritance, Mila? Or do you want to assert your inheritance rights? No, it's not that I want it, but I thought I should help since I have inheritance rights. But you don't have to rush it so much. Then, can you waive your inheritance rights? That way, we can take care of everything here, and there's no need for you to return. We'll handle everything, so don't worry. Wait, isn't that a bit one-sided? There's no problem, right? You weren't close to your father, and you haven't come back here for years. It's kind of shameless to claim the inheritance when you haven't even kept in touch with him, isn't it? Shameless. Sure, I didn't get along with Dad, but I don't think you have the right to say that. Whatever. But have you ever considered how much your father helped my husband and me? We've been taking care of him all this time, while you've been living comfortably overseas. That's why we should naturally inherit everything. You can continue working overseas as you have been. Don't worry about us. But we'll manage just fine without you. Your father had complete trust in us, so coming back is unnecessary. Even if you say that, I still have some responsibility. No, you don't. In fact, it would be better if you left it to us. Things will go more smoothly if you don't interfere. But I think the inheritance should be decided by the whole family. No, that's not necessary. Your father entrusted everything to us, so there's no need for you to get involved. But I'm still part of the family. If you're part of the family, then trust us and leave it to us. That's the best solution. Logan, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Well, there's a lot I want to talk to you about, but Eleanor contacted me and said that you and her are taking all the inheritance. What's going on?
What do you mean? You heard her. Is there a problem?
What?
Dad always said his inheritance should go to me and my wife, so we're just following his wishes.
What?
You see, we lived with Dad. Unlike you, the elegant single sister, we even let Dad see his adorable grandkids. Obviously, we're the ones who took care of Dad the most, so there's no problem with us getting all the inheritance, right?
Sure, I have no plans to get married or have kids, but because of that, Dad and I didn't get along. Dad always believed women don't need education. Just get married and have kids.
So you rebelled and took a job overseas, and you haven't come back in 8 years.
That's right. I tried to compromise a few times, but Dad never budged on his views. In comparison, you and your wife got married early, have a big, lively family, and fulfilled Dad's dream on my behalf, and I'm grateful for that.
So, you agreed to give up the inheritance, right? Someone who never listened to Dad's wishes like you doesn't deserve to inherit anything.
Huh?
An unmarried Oprah doesn't need an inheritance. Just give it up. Honestly, our family has grown so much that we're struggling financially. With 8 kids, our monthly expenses are really tight, and we need Dad's inheritance to help with our household. We have 8 kids, so we should inherit everything.
Wait a minute. 8 kids? Logan, didn't you only have 2 kids?
Oh, didn't I tell you? When you went overseas, we had 4 kids. But in these 8 years, we had 4 more. So now we have 8 kids.
It's a huge family. That's the kind of number you see on TV shows.
That's right. So last year, we decided to rebuild the house. But I never imagined Dad would pass away so suddenly. The house and loan are in my name, but Dad was handling the payments. And now we're in a huge bind. We really need Dad's inheritance.
You're kidding. I didn't know about the kids or the house rebuilding. You two, it's fine to have as many kids as you want, but don't try to rely on Dad for that.
This is also a form of filial piety. Dad liked being depended on.
That's just showing off. He was an old-fashioned stubborn man who wouldn't even pay for my education. But he was willing to spend as much as he needed for your education, Logan. And now, you've used him to build a house. And you have the nerve to say you were doing him a favor by living with him.
Shut up! You're still an old maid, single and childless.
Excuse me?
Anyway, as long as you give up the inheritance, that's all we need. We gave Dad a lively old age surrounded by grandkids. Unlike you, who couldn't do a single act of filial piety, you old maid. You, the single aristocrat, don't need any inheritance. We have 8 kids, so the inheritance is all ours.
Fine, but don't come crying to me later.
Huh?
I'll give up my inheritance as you wish. I was planning to help with Dad's inheritance as his daughter. But if you say that, then do whatever you want. I don't care what happens anymore. I won't return to America, and I consider myself cut off from you all. Mila, I've been calling you, but you haven't answered. I have something I really need to ask you. Please, Mila, answer the phone, or at least respond to Logan's messages. Sorry, Eleanor. I've already cut ties with my brother. That's why I blocked his number, and I don't plan on unblocking it. Cut ties? I wasn't on good terms with Dad, and now I'm not on good terms with my brother either. So tell him it's useless to contact me. Goodbye. Wait! Please, don't cut ties with Logan. Don't abandon us, please. What? We're in a really tough spot right now. I know you work overseas and have some financial flexibility, right? Please, lend some money to my husband and me. If it's about money, you have Dad's inheritance. I gave up my share, so it's all yours. There was almost nothing in the inheritance. You knew that, didn't you, Mila? What? What I knew is that because he spent everything on his adorable grandkids and you two, his savings were completely gone, and he intended to leave most of the house loan to me. So, you knew everything. This house was built by your father, who told us to leave it to him. It was his way of thanking us for giving him so many grandkids. He said it was beneficial for the mortgage tax deduction, so he took out a loan, but told us to leave the payments to him. But there's not even a cent left for the house loan or savings. Actually, Dad called me out of the blue last year. He said he planned to build a house for my brother, who showed him his adorable grandkids. But he was going to use my wedding fund as the down payment, and that he expected nothing from me, the unfilial daughter who remained single, so I should help pay off the house loan instead. What? He ranted at me and then hung up abruptly. It was so absurd, I couldn't help but laugh. I appreciate that he saved up for my wedding, but the idea that an unmarried daughter is unfilial is just too much to accept. Wait a minute. So, the loan payments until now were paid by you, Mila, not your father? Of course, I didn't pay anything. I just pretended I didn't hear anything. And I didn't even know he actually went ahead and built the house after that call. What? He's a stubborn and proud man. Even if he knew I wasn't paying, he didn't want to lower his head. So it was a long standoff between a father who didn't want to beg and me, who didn't want any involvement. In the meantime, Dad suddenly passed away. What? By the time he asked me for help, his savings must have been almost gone. It's a miracle he managed to pay for this past year with his savings alone. No way! Of course, I have no intention of paying from now on either. You were probably counting on Dad's inheritance, but there's nothing there. So you and Logan need to figure it out. Goodbye. Wait! We're not done talking yet. What? Actually, we found Dad's will. We don't know when it was written, but we found a handwritten will in his room. Oh, is it the one that says something like, "Rely on your sister if you get into trouble"? Yes! You knew about it! He must have gotten frustrated with me for not helping. He sent me a picture of it once. No message, just the image of the will. Then you understand, right? The will says, "Rely on your sister if there's trouble." And the sister should support the brother and his wife. What's written in the will is final. No matter how unhappy you are, you must support us. Unfortunately, that will is invalid. What? From the image I received, there's no date on it, right? Eleanor, you just said you didn't know when it was written. Yes, there's no date on it, but it has Dad's handwritten signature. Sorry, but without a date, a will is invalid. What? Moreover, the only thing that a will has any power over is the distribution of the inheritance. So Dad writing, "My sister should support my brother and his wife," is just his wish and doesn't mean anything legally. So this will is completely meaningless? Yes, it is. It's just a letter from Dad. That's terrible. We really don't have any money. Raising 8 kids is extremely tough. We were barely making ends meet with just the living expenses, and now we have to pay the house loan too. I know it sounds harsh, but you chose to have those kids, right? Instead of complaining here, you should work. That's the duty of parents who decided to have 8 children without considering their own abilities. Don't talk like you know everything when you've never had kids. Kids are truly adorable. Once you have one, you just want to have another right away. Don't be jealous of our big, lively family. Oh my God. As a single person with plenty of money, you could help us out a little. Logan is also yelling next to me, begging you. Your brother and I are begging you this much. Please, help us a little. The same brother and his wife called me an old maid and a cunning sister just after the inheritance, didn't they? We apologize for that, both of us. So please, help us. We're having kids on your behalf since you're single. If you don't want to see your brother's family homeless, please help. I'd love to see it, actually. What? Why not? You could upload a video of a family of 8 kids going homeless on YouTube. It might get a lot of views. What? What? You're joking, right? Oh, or maybe apply for one of those big family TV shows. But wait, do they pay for filming? If not, then it's pointless. What? Are you really not going to help us? No, I won't. You went ahead and built the house, expecting me to pay for it. You can't expect me to just say, sure, I'll pay for it. But Mila, you're not married and you don't have kids. You have plenty of money as a single woman. Yes, I do have money to spare, but it's money I've worked hard for. It's money for me to use for myself. I'm not going to spend it on a brother and sister-in-law who mock my single status. No way! So that's that. Take care.
Wait, Mila. It's me, Logan. I'm sorry for always mocking your single status. But that was just because I was influenced by Dad. I don't mock you anymore, I swear.
Oh, Logan, I'm glad I got to say goodbye to you.
What? Mila?
I've decided to completely cut ties with you and your wife. Now, work hard for your wife and 8 kids. You don't have Dad to rely on anymore.
No, sister. Please, don't abandon us. I'll work to build a better relationship from now on.
You say abandon, but I can't take it anymore. I've been mocked and belittled for too long. This is my limit.
Without you, what will happen to our family?
That's the result of your own actions. You'll have to pay the price for mocking me yourselves.
No way. Sister, please. Can you give us one last chance?
My feelings won't change. Whatever you do, it doesn't concern me anymore.
Mila, I'm really sorry.
Find your own way without relying on me.
But sister...
Goodbye, Logan. According to a mutual friend, my brother and his wife have fallen into even more difficult times since then. It seems their unplanned lifestyle finally caught up with them, and their finances collapsed. Eleanor desperately took on more part-time jobs, working late into the night. And my brother Logan also took on night shifts, in addition to his day job, leaving him with almost no time at home. Even so, it wasn't nearly enough to support their 8 children, and they couldn't pay the mortgage, so they ended up losing their home. The inheritance they were counting on turned out to be almost non-existent, pushing them further into a corner. They lost their home, had no place to live, and had to leave their children with friends and relatives. Moreover, they tried to get temporary income by applying for a big family TV show. But the condition of their house was so bad that it wasn't aired. As a result, they didn't even get a small filming fee and ended up with more debt instead. I am now convinced that not helping them was the right decision. From now on, I intend to continue living my life on my own terms. I've learned once again the importance of paving my own path without relying on others.
Today, I want to eat mac and cheese. Have you decided on the menu yet? If it's already prepared, I'll eat what you made.
Well, actually...
Are you telling me that you're not in the mood for mac and cheese?
That's not what I meant.
What is it then?
Do you mind if I get a pizza for delivery or something today?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, but
It's rare for you to have pizza delivered. Usually, you hate that, and you'll say you're on a diet or something. Anyway, I'm not complaining.
I know. I'm trying to lose weight, but I just don't feel well today.
What? Do you have a fever? I heard flu is going around right now.
I went to see the doctor, but he said it's probably just a cold. No fever, no cough.
What about COVID?
It wasn't that either. I had it checked along with the flu test.
Could it be that you are...
I thought so, but I was wrong. I got tested and the result was negative.
I didn't expect you understood what I was trying to ask you.
You were curious whether I was pregnant or not, right?
Yes, but it seems that you're not. You've been working overtime a lot lately. You must be exhausted. Don't worry about me. You should get some rest.
I don't know why you say that since you usually don't.
That's because you haven't been giving me any attention lately.
I'm sorry, but it's not that I don't care about you. I'm sorry if I made you feel that way. I'll ask the company to give me some days off. I've been working on my days off too lately.
That sounds good. Maybe I'll take one too. It's nice to go out and relax on a weekday.
I told you that I'm not feeling well, didn't I? I don't feel like going out at the moment. Besides, I don't want to get even worse and bother you with my illness.
But, if you take a few days of good rest, you'll be fine, right?
I guess so.
How are you? Do you feel a little better?
I feel tired, but I also feel that I'm not my usual self. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm sure I don't feel great.
You slept through the night and still not feeling better? I'm sorry to hear that since I was expecting us to have fun together today. I'm disappointed.
Sorry, I'm tired. I've been feeling like this all the time. I feel as if my body is some sort of rock, that it's hard for me to move around. I don't have a fever, and I have no clue why I feel so exhausted. I think I'd better go see the doctor again.
Hold on a sec. Maybe you should get insurance first.
Insurance? For what?
Medical insurance and life insurance.
What? Why life insurance? I wonder if I'm gonna lose my life.
No, that's not what I meant. I didn't say anything like losing your life. But if you were diagnosed with a major prolonged illness, you wouldn't be able to get any insurance. If that happens, you have to pay for those expensive medical treatments. Insurance is just in case something goes wrong. Isn't it possible to have it just in case before going to see a doctor? Emma, I remember you said that you need to review your insurance. Maybe now is the perfect time to do that.
Well, I need to consider about that. But I also wonder if now is the perfect time to do that. Also, is it even possible to do that right before the doctor's appointment?
Don't worry. Besides, there's a possibility that you're seriously ill. As long as nothing happens for 5 months after enrollment, when you get sick, you'll get the insurance money.
5 months? Are you suggesting that I can't go to the hospital even if something nasty happens to me during that period?
You only feel unwell because of fatigue from overtime work, right? There's no way you're having a major illness. Why are you worried?
I wonder why. I feel weak when I don't feel well for days.
We're still young. You aren't sick either. Besides, you might be fine after the checkup, right?
I guess so. Somehow, I feel more energetic after I talk to you, Gerald.
That's the spirit. Well, let's go sign up for insurance now, shall we? I made an appointment with my agent.
Do we have to do it so soon?
Because you're going to the hospital tomorrow, right? We need to take care of everything before that day.
Seems that you're so excited.
No, I'm not. I may sound excited, but the truth is I'm worried about you. To be honest, I was thinking what I should do if something bad happened to you. It's a nightmare if I couldn't help you just because I didn't have the money. I'm so nervous.
Thanks for your concern.
I'll meet you at the ticket gate of the nearest station after work.
Okay then. But somehow I don't feel comfortable about this.
Did you call me, Emma?
I need you to come to the hospital right now.
What's wrong?
The doctor wants to talk to you.
Why don't you just ask him about the details? I'm watching a movie right now, and it's just getting exciting.
I've been diagnosed with cancer.
What?
It metastasized. They said it must have progressed fast because I'm so young. They said I should have come earlier.
That's good, isn't it?
Which part of that is good, Gerald?
Didn't you get an insurance before you went to see the doctor the first time? Now you don't have to worry about money.
I hope I get better.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Is it that serious?
They said I have only 1 year to live.
No way.
I didn't do anything wrong. Why do I have to go through this? Gerald, help me, please. There's so many things I still want to do. I don't want to die yet.
Emma, it may be impossible, but let's calm down first. Medical treatment is advancing rapidly now. They may have told you that you only have 1 year to live, but no one can determine that for sure.
Surgery is too difficult, so I'll have to use anti-cancer drugs. I heard that it's very painful.
Do you have to stay in the hospital all the time? Will you be able to come home?
I guess I can stay at home during the anti-cancer treatment. I'm sure the doctor will explain everything in detail. Come here now. I can't do this anymore.
I understand. Do you need anything else? I'll call my parents and bring them with me.
You don't need to call your parents. Just come here right away.
Emma, how are you feeling? Are you going to be discharged from the hospital soon?
Yeah, finally I can go home.
You did a great job. You really are awesome.
Yeah, I endured it all by myself. You didn't even visit me when I was hospitalized. What a cold-hearted person.
I was busy with work, you know. I had to take care of the housework too, but I didn't stop thinking about you.
Didn't your mother help you?
Well, sometimes. You can't ask her to do it every day, can you? I mean, my dad's here too. How did you know Mom was here?
When your mother came to visit me, she scolded me. She said that it's my fault. Because I was sick, you had to do the housework for your sake. She also told me that if she didn't help you, you'll collapse from overwork.
Mom said that to you? I'm so proud of her.
Huh? You're not worried about me?
What are you talking about? That's not what I meant.
Oh God.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've got some good news for you.
What's the good news?
Since you're getting out of the hospital, even if only temporarily, why don't we go out for a while to celebrate that?
I wonder if I can enjoy since I'm still not feeling well.
The doctor said it's better to get some fresh air. You are well aware of that, aren't you? You probably won't be able to move as much as you used to, but it's more stressful for you to stay at home all the time.
Well, yeah, but I can't go long distances. I don't think I can stay outdoors all the time.
Then why don't we go to a nearby spa? Stay at a nice hotel. Why don't we just eat delicious food and spend a relaxing time in the room? I'll find a hotel with a beautiful view. You don't have to worry about anything, Emma. I'll drive the car and you can just relax.
Thanks, Gerald. But I think I'll be walking like a baby. I think we should do that next time.
Don't worry. My mom and dad will support you.
What? Are your parents coming too?
I'm not sure I can do it alone, so I asked them to help me.
I'm afraid I must say no to that. I don't think your parents will enjoy the trip, and I'll feel uncomfortable too.
Don't worry about that. We're family after all.
What if it were the other way around? I'm not in perfect health anyway.
That's a good point. I know it might be difficult for you, but I want to go on a spa trip.
I'm undergoing anti-cancer treatment. Besides, your mother is being very sarcastic with me.
It was a sudden thing, and she was just freaking out. She was worried about me.
But still...
Anyway, I'll force you to come with me when you get out of the hospital.
No way. Hey, what did you do?
What? Who are you? Are you a fake using my wife's account?
Stop talking nonsense. It's me.
Who on earth are you?
I'm Emma. I'm alive and safe.
That can't be true because...
Are you trying to say that I should be dead? I'm alive.
That's impossible. You fell down the observatory stairs, remember?
Because you and your mother pushed me down the stairs.
We would not do that, would we?
No, I'm sure.
What makes you say that? Do you have any proof?
The person who was pushed down says so. I was taken to a nearby observatory overlooking the ocean. You kindly gave me a piggyback ride to the top. And then, you just pushed me off, didn't you? After you pushed me, you guys took another route down without being seen, didn't you?
Why would we harm you? Anyway, why are you still alive? You fell down those high stone steps.
The rucksack I was carrying saved me. It caught on a rock next to the stone steps. I was grabbing the rock and trying to get up when a young couple came and saved me. If it wasn't for that rock, I wouldn't have survived.
Huh? How is that possible?
You don't seem happy that your wife is still alive.
I didn't say that. Of course I'm happy.
That can't be true.
Why do you say that? You fell down the stone steps, rolling down. I was too scared to go see you. I was shocked.
I don't think so. You are more shocked when you found out that I'm alive.
Why are you saying such terrible things?
I saw all of that.
What?
A certain exchange of messages.
No kidding. I told her about the spa trip.
How did it go? Did she get suspicious?
No, she didn't. But she didn't seem to want to go. I told her we'd go somewhere with a beautiful view and relax.
I see. But that's okay. She won't be able to walk properly anyway. She can't do anything about it once you carry her in your arms and put her in the car. She has life insurance, right?
Leave that part to me.
Okay then. Now she has cleared the 5-month deductible on her life insurance policy.
Now all we have to do is check into a hotel, then take her to the observatory.
It's gonna be a little tough for you to carry her on your back, but it's easy when you think of all the money you're going to earn, isn't it?
But I don't know if it's going to work out that well. Dad doesn't know anything, does he?
He won't find out. He's in a good mood when he's drunk. He'll be fast asleep in his room by the time we leave for the observatory. That's why we picked a hotel with spa facility inside.
Well, yeah, but I'm not sure I can do it properly.
Don't be a coward. Get a grip. A wife who has been told she doesn't have long to live takes a trip to make her last memories with her husband. Unable to overcome her fear of death, she contemplated suicide. But before reaching her destination, she slipped down the stairs. This story makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yes, I guess.
What? You don't sound very enthusiastic. If you just want to spend the money to pay for your wife's medical bills while she waits to die, that's fine.
No, I honestly don't think that's a good idea. I need the money right now.
It's your fault anyway. Why did you go into debt for nothing? You've been doing that multiple times that you can't afford to pay the monthly payment.
What can I do? My allowance wasn't enough.
It's okay to have that grudge too. Think of it as punishment for your wife.
I see, that's right.
Even if you don't do anything, she'll be gone in a year. It's just that it's a little earlier, right?
I guess so. That's what I'll think. Okay, I'll do my best on the day of the decision. Please support me on that day.
Leave it to me. This is the talk history of you and your mother. This is the proof.
Why? How did you manage to get that?
After I was treated for my injuries, I asked my father to take me home late at night. Your wife had just died, and you were playing video games, drinking. You were also snoring loudly in your sleep. That's impossible, right? So I thought for sure there must be some evidence. That's why I had him check your phone.
Huh? That's a violation of my privacy.
How could you say that? I think you guys are guilty of attempted murder.
You were suffering from your illness, so it's how we showed you our kindness. I dropped you down the stairs, but you survived.
You're terrible. Doesn't it hurt your feelings to do that?
Absolutely not. I don't have any money to waste paying for my wife's medical bills when she only has a year to live. Frankly speaking, I don't want to take care of you.
I can't believe you just said that. What a terrible guy. Anyway, you're going to hell.
Yeah, whatever.
By the way, you've been borrowing money without telling me, haven't you?
I can't make it on just $200 a month. Even high school kids get that much nowadays.
I was getting the same amount.
Even with the same amount of money, what's not enough is not enough.
The problem is in the way you spend it. You've been spending so much money for online games. You're also wasting money on drinks and buying drinks for friends and colleagues. You also want to buy products from those luxurious brands to look good. Not to forget betting on horse racing.
What?
Did you think I didn't know that? I knew you were working hard every day, so I didn't tell you.
What I do with the money I earn is my business, right? Anyway, I won't pay a penny more for your treatment. It's your disease, so you're on your own.
Yeah, that's the plan. Because when we get divorced, I won't have anything to do with you. You won't have to pay for my treatment anymore.
That's what I'm hoping for. I won't have to take care of you anymore.
Of course, I'll change the beneficiary of the insurance money too.
Huh? What do you mean?
You know that, don't you? Why should I let a stranger like you get my insurance money?
Because you signed the contract and I'm the beneficiary.
Are you stupid? It doesn't work like that. I can change the beneficiary whenever I want.
I don't want you to do that.
I don't think it's going to make much difference even if you get the money.
What do you mean?
Where do you think I am?
Your parents' house? Hospital?
No. Right now, I'm at the police station.
Why are you there?
I told you before, you and your mother are attempted murderers.
No way.
I just explained the situation with the evidence I got.
You're lying, right?
I'm not lying. I almost died. Of course, I'm having the police to take a look at the conversation with your mother.
Are you serious?
I told you I'm not lying.
No, wait. You misunderstood me. Let me explain.
Explain what? The evidence is perfect. You can't get away with this, okay? Now they're getting ready for each of you. You and your mother are going to be charged with attempted murder.
That's not what I said. It was my mother's suggestion. I couldn't refuse because she told me to do it.
But you finally agreed with her. And it was you who pushed me down the stairs. You are the crime suspect. I wonder who's more guilty, you or your mother. Why don't you do some research before the police come?
Emma, I'm sorry. I apologize for everything I've said and done. I was up to my neck in debt, so I had no choice. We're a married couple, right? You understand that, don't you?
Married couple? You gotta be kidding me. I told you, didn't I? You're the one who's going to hell.
I don't want that to happen. I don't want to go to jail.
I think it's better for you to go to jail. You can't borrow money, and your debt won't increase. Why don't you ask your father to pay the rest?
Oh no.
After that, my husband and mother-in-law were taken away by the police. At my parents-in-law's house, my father-in-law, who had no idea what was going on, watched in amazement. My husband and mother-in-law were arrested and charged. I knew my husband was in debt. When the investigation went further, it seems that my mother-in-law also had a large amount of debt. Naturally, my father-in-law found out and divorced her. I feel sorry for my father-in-law when I think about his feelings. But in the end, I think it was the best solution for him. After I recovered from my injuries, I was given another round of anti-cancer treatment. To my surprise, the cancer cells disappeared from my body, and I was completely cured. I think it was a miracle. When I found out the result, I shed tears of joy together with my parents. I learned that such miracles can happen. There is a possibility of recurrence. I need to be careful. But I'm now able to live a normal life at home with my parents while undergoing regular checkups. It is thanks to my parents that I'm able to live a peaceful life. I'm glad that I was able to get a divorce at that time. I wonder if I should be grateful to my ex-husband for that.
Sorry for my abruptness. My name is Frances McBeal. Are you Dave Redwood's wife? May I speak with you for a moment? Yes, but I don't think your name is in my friends list, so could you tell me who you are? I apologize for not introducing myself first. I work as your husband's personal assistant. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Miss McBeal. By the way, why did you call me? That's because... I was surprised to hear from you all of a sudden. Did something happen to my husband? Don't tell me he collapsed on a business trip or something. Oh, your husband is fine. He's full of energy, so don't worry. I'm glad to hear that. I was worried because he's been in Texas on a business trip since yesterday. I see. So it seems that your husband told you he went for a business trip. Sorry, I don't understand. I was just thinking what an easygoing wife you are. What? Never mind anyway. I just didn't expect that the wife of my supervisor would be so silly. Isn't it rude to talk like that all of a sudden? You think so? I think you're right. I beg your pardon? I'm sorry if I was rude, but I was being honest. What are you trying to say? Why are you asking me that question? Please don't say it in a meaningful way. I mean, you must have texted me because you have something to say, right? If you don't have anything to say, just leave me alone. Calm down. There's something I want to tell you. By the way, you really believe in your husband, don't you? That's why I said you're easygoing. Huh? Your husband is with me now. That's why I'm able to text you. But how did you know my contact? I looked it up from his phone. Does that mean you looked at it without his permission? That's what it means. Seriously? Because I'm curious about the person I'm in love with, so I was wondering what kind of person his wife is. But I don't think it's okay to do that. I'm in love with him, so it can't be helped. Aren't you curious about what's really going on? About me, for example? I'm in love with your husband. Me and Dave are married. Even if you're married to him, that won't stop me from falling in love with him. Just because you're in love with Dave, do you think you can just do anything you want to do? It's an invasion of privacy to look at someone's cell phone without permission, and that also applies to married couples. You and Dave's are a subordinate, and you just looked at his cell phone. It's just unbelievable. I knew it. What do you mean? Your husband said that you are a pain in the ass. The way you think is so uptight and old-fashioned. Also, you care so much about the details. Did my husband say that to you? He's talking bad about me to you, wasn't he? That's right. He said that you're annoying. Even your messages are troublesome. Seems like I agree with him. We texted each other for the first time today, right? So what? I'm just saying you're a pain in the ass. What's wrong with that? Huh? You said not to look at other people's phones, didn't you? Sounds like you care too much about unimportant things. It's an important matter, of course. What you did was an invasion of privacy. It's so obvious. Nowadays, it's normal to check your boyfriend's phone. My husband is not your boyfriend, is he? You just told me that he's someone you're in love with. You just admire him as your supervisor, right? I've never thought of him as my supervisor. Are you kidding me? I've been aiming on him ever since I joined the company. He's handsome for a man of his age. He's kind to women too. And he makes a lot of money. He's perfect, isn't he? For your information, he is married to me. I just happened to meet him a little late in life. I don't think it's a good idea to be in love with a married man. Doesn't matter. It's rather exciting. I'd be more interested in a wife who's more aggressive, but I didn't realize you were so easygoing. I find you more easygoing than me anyway. What is it that you want? Oh, I forgot to tell you the important thing. I'm sorry. I have nothing to say, so I'll leave you now. Wait a minute. Please listen to me. Do you have anything else you want to say? I feel like an idiot when I'm talking to you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm sorry if I are offended, but I want to make something clear. I'm with your husband all day. So what? You don't feel jealous or anything? Like I said before, I'm targeting your husband. Are you telling me that you don't care at all? It doesn't really bother me. What? There might be something going on between the two of us, you know? Even if it's true, it doesn't bother me, because my husband told me about that. He told you? Yes, he did. He said that he'll be on a business trip with a woman's subordinate. If he reported it beforehand, it proves he has nothing to hide. You're the only one who thinks about committing something nasty. Excuse me? Are you sure it's just the two of you on this trip? I'm not mistaken. Then there's no problem. Why do you think so? That's not something I want to talk about with you. I'm in love with your husband, you know. I know. Please don't complain about what happens from now on. What do you mean by that? I mean, even if me and your husband start dating each other. You're not dating, you're having an affair. What's wrong with that? Adultery is a serious problem. As long as me and Dave love each other, there's no problem. You're so silly. Honestly speaking, I envy you a little. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I see, that's good to hear. You know what? I'll be spending 2 whole days with the person I'm in love with. It's a business trip, though. I know, but it's just the two of us here. How can there be nothing going on when a man and a woman are together? I'm going to make something happen. I'm going to steal Dave away from you. Steal him away? How? He's going to marry me. I'm going to be his wife instead of you, who is lazy and stupid. Marriage is not something you can do alone. Do you understand that? Of course I understand that. Then do your best. What are you talking about? That's my line. Don't be ridiculous. I'm saying I'm going to loot your husband. Aren't you scared or something? If you can do it, go for it then. Don't complain if I really take him away. You don't understand the main problem here, do you? Do you want to have an affair with my husband? It's not adultery. Dave and I are married. If he starts a relationship with you, it's adultery. I'm declaring a battle to you now, win or lose. Oh, that's right. If you're so confident, how about having the loser gets down on her knees? I don't understand. Are you okay? You'll become the loser in this battle. Huh? On the contrary, if there's a way for you to win in your current condition, I'd like to know. Shall I tell you then? By all means. Because I'm younger than you. Yes, you are. Also, I have a nice and soft skin. I don't know about that since I've never met you. I also help Dave with his work. Well, that's your job anyway. I can go to his place whenever I want. That's true. How's that sound to you? I don't care what you say. You don't think I'll beat you, do you? I'm better than you by a long shot. Not at all. Is that the only reason you think you can beat me? I'm surprised. Huh? Why? Because I'm married to Dave. No matter what you do, the adulterer loses. I've done everything right at home and I also treat him well too. There's no reason for me to lose. You can't guarantee that. Well, it doesn't matter now. It's like I can't get through to you. Is that any way to talk just because you're his wife? Can we end this conversation now? Noted. Anyway, please remember that I'm declaring a battle with you. I'm definitely going to date Dave. I'll be his girlfriend and eventually I'll become his wife. I'll keep that in mind. It's too late to regret what you did today. I'll make sure to save this message. Please do so. It's you who will cry when I take him away from you. So get ready to get down on your knees. Goodbye. Hello again. Thank you for talking with me yesterday. My pleasure. So what can I do for you today? Do you remember what we talked about yesterday? Yes, I do. I'm glad to hear that. I thought you'd forgotten all about it because you're not that smart. Just hurry up and get to the point. About your husband, he responded to my request. Is that so? Yes, we stayed in the same room together. I see. Do you know what this means? After what I said to you yesterday? What? Yesterday I told you that having an affair with a married man is a huge problem, and you didn't even listen to my advice. I'm not going to listen to your advice. Dave said that. He'd date me. I see. How do you feel about that? What do you mean? You feel sad since your husband was taken away by a girl younger than you, right? I wonder what I can say to make you feel better. Please tell me that you'll let me have your husband. Admit the defeat and get down on your knees. Give him to you? Dave isn't some sort of merchandise. By the way, I won't get down on my knees. I love him so much. You're preventing me and Dave from getting along. I've told you many times, I'm married. If you don't know what this means, but I think you're in trouble. You're the one who'll be in trouble. Why? Because your handsome and wealthy husband is taken away from you. You'll be alone. A stupid old hag can't survive on her own. And that's why you're still refusing to accept defeat. You don't understand. You're the one who doesn't get it, Missy. I know everything. I can see into the future. Dave and I are destined to be together. That's a happy way of thinking. I'm very happy. I want to be with him forever. I hope it comes true. I'll be rooting for you. Oh, are you planning to get divorced? That would make me very happy. Me and Dave are planning to get a divorce since a while ago. What? We're getting a divorce. Huh? What do you mean? The divorce was decided a long time ago, so even if you hadn't come to me, I would have left him sooner or later. Am I wasting my time? I don't know about that. When are you getting a divorce? Please hurry up. I'm going to become Dave's wife soon. That's why we're discussing it now. Discussing what? Don't you want a divorce? Isn't there any point in putting it off? On my part, I want a divorce right away, but my husband has a problem, so that's why we're discussing it. What problem? So many people have similar mind as you, therefore I'm having a lot of trouble proceeding the divorce. Huh? You know that, don't you? Know what? My husband has been involved in several relationships with a lot of women like you. That's the truth about him. I'm the only one he's dating with me. He told me so. All the women seem to think so. There are 3 women that I know of. He said there's no one but me. Yesterday he said it was just me. He said that he loves me. I heard those words right from him. I'm sure my husband is manipulating you. That can't be true. He said it's just me. That's what he told me. There's no way he would lie to me. Anyway, we're getting a divorce. I can't believe you're divorcing him. I'm really happy. I think it's too soon to be happy. I'm really happy to hear about the divorce. I want him to be mine as soon as possible. By the way, how old are you? 25. You graduated from college and are working as a personal assistant after that, right? That's right. Why does that have to do with anything? Since you are a college graduate, you are aware about what happens after an affair, aren't you? Don't tell me that you really don't know about it. There's only one path to happiness after an affair, leaving the wife who is in the way behind, and be united with the man who loves me. There's no other way. Well then, I'll take the good opportunity to teach you then. I don't need you to teach me anything. I'm demanding alimony from my husband. Alimony? My husband was having relationship with several women. So what you told me just now was the truth? Yes, indeed. But Dave said that I was the only one. Maybe my husband was just trying to get you to fall in love with him. People say love is blind. Seems that it's true. I'm sorry you were so easily fooled. Relationship with several women. It seems that you started seeing each other yesterday, But you've had a physical relationship for a long time with Dave, right? Of course, yes. I was the one pleasing him instead of his wife. That is adultery. Huh? As Dave's wife, I'm claiming alimony from the woman Dave has a relationship with. That, of course, applies to you. Huh? There's a lot of evidence left on the messages you sent me. Will I be charged too? Of course. Dave said he'd go out with me. You're going to take money from me and Dave just because we're dating each other? Even if my husband says so, he's still married. It's a different case since he's not single. How much are you going to charge? The going rate is about $10,000. $10,000? That's right. I'll have our lawyer contact you. I'm Dave's girlfriend. Girlfriend or not, you committed adultery of your own violation. You need to take the responsibility of what you've done. Wait a minute. What? I don't have the money to pay for that. Don't you think it's a waste of time to charge me money that can't be paid? I'll get you to pay whatever it takes. I can't pay that. That's your own fault. Please stop charging me. I got all the related messages from you. Even though we're still discussing divorce, I'm shocked that he's having an affair again. But I never intended to have an affair. I intended it to be pure love. Like I said before, there are no excuses for adultery. It's not right to have an affair if you're not ready for it. Then I'll marry Dave and we'll pay for it together. Marriage? I bet that's impossible, because my husband has at least 3 girlfriends who he promised to get married with. A girlfriend like you, who looks at his phone without permission. I'm sure you'll be the first to get excluded from his list. Too bad we don't have a polygamy system in this country. No way! I'm sorry to bother you at a time like this, but I'm going to have her report this to your company. And my husband too, of course. What? It's obvious, isn't it? Please don't do this, I beg you. If the company finds out, I'll get fired. What you've done can't be helped. You'll be punished. I'll give your husband back to you. It's not a matter of giving my husband back to me. Stop asking me to pay for the compensation, and also don't tell the company what I've done. I've worked hard to get the job. The world isn't that easy. I filed a claim for compensation from my lawyer to Frances. She repeatedly asked me to stop. Of course, I also told the whole story to the company she works for. My husband and Frances were fired for taking advantage of a business trip for personal use. Frances has no severance pay and can no longer pay her rent. Now she is doing a night job that provides her free accommodation.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!